Yellow, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus here one more time. You know, I'm thinking about how evil works for its supporters, the extremes that it will go to. I'm thinking about the most prevalent evil that's obvious for all of us to see, whether we admit it or deny it. And that's the evils of the Trump administration. I'm thinking about what is most visible that's put before our faces today is that all of the crooks, and you know that Donald Trump is a crook, and all of the crooks that he brought with him, and many of them have been identified because they were tried and convicted and put in prison, and for working with Donald Trump and doing Donald Trump's evil deeds. Now, those who would keep their mouth closed about Donald Trump and try to protect Donald Trump, he is rewarding them by allowing them to escape the justice system. And that's what he's telling all of his supporters. They stick by Trump, and you don't have to worry about those things that don't matter. And what are those things that matter? White supremacy, and so on and so forth. As long as you stand up in those areas, we got your back. That's what Trump is saying to them. But I'm thinking when Trump would let people like Stone and Manafort and others go, and a guy that's sitting in prison right now, Michael Cohen, who told the truth, and evil says, well, keep your truthful butt in prison, and walks away. Then I'm thinking about what is so-called better than Trump doing? What is this so-called better than Trump's evil doing? What is the Democratic Party doing? What is the Biden administration doing? Doing for those who were punished for doing right, who were lost their jobs. The Colonel Vindman, the young lady by the name, I had to write it down because I couldn't just pronounce it, Yovanovitch, Maria Yovanovitch, people like that, and others who just were fired because they stood up and told the truth, and the truth worked against Trump, and he fired them. Now, what are they going to have to stay punished for doing right? I'm asking all of those of you who see how doing wrong, how these guys are being benefited for doing wrong. Now I'm asking you, what kind of benefit are we, the rest of us, going to guarantee and assure and make sure that these people who were wrongfully abused, who laid off their jobs, for standing up for justice, for standing up for what's right, for standing up for truth, what are we going to do for them? I recommend that they either get reappointed into their positions that they had or that they lost, or its equivalent, with back pay. At least that's saying to the rest of those who see evil going on in our government, who see evil going on in the country, to stand up and say, hey, I got your back. Stand up. You telling the truth? We got it. We're not going to leave you out in the cold. You telling the truth? Yeah, thank you so very much for telling the truth. We're going to protect you. No harm is going to come to you for being honest. We got to send that message out there. If he gets in the message out there saying, if you disloyal to the government and be loyal to me, I'm God. Now those people turn their back on God. Every last one of them that stood with Trump turned their backs on God, because God is not for racism. God is not prejudiced. God is not a bigot. But they are. And the preachers, right-wing, conservatives, fundamentalists, evangelicals, all white with some blacks in the mix, standing right there with evil. See, that's how evil works. Now, what church is standing up for what's right? I'm not talking about just going to church, doing what you be doing every Sunday, talking about some history, talking about something like that. Now I'm talking about standing up for what's right. Standing up for these people to make sure they get their jobs back. Standing up to make sure that the pain that they have to suffer be reinstated or they get compensated for it. Standing up to make sure that the poverty that exists because of some bull is corrected and no poverty exists. What church is standing up for that? Not only that, what 501c standing up for that? Not only that, what poor person is standing up for that? What anybody is standing up for that? Well, I'm one. Is there another? Is there another? I think I see a hand over there. Or they all in my mind. I hope they're real. But the next time, this is Eddie. Think about it. What you gonna do for the good? If evil can reward evil, truly righteous can reward truth.